What is going on, everyone? Episode 19 of AfterNoonWave. Well, today has been interesting. Today's been very interesting. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about with the FBI hunting for a Florida woman, we'll dive into that. And we will also be diving into Kim Foxx texts came out, and yeah. Also, we got a special conversation about how Turk February is massively obsessed with our good friend Porcelain. He has the biggest man boner for Porcelain ever. And apparently Porcelain steals jokes and, steals from Reddit, apparently. Yeah, so, shame. Porcelain. Can't believe you, man. Turk's an ass. I agree. But we'll be diving into that. Thanks for dropping that link there, Frozen. If you do want to support, that's the way you do it. Also, throwing a like and subscribing is a good way to support, too. We have a lot to dive into today. I figured we'd start off with something on the lighter end of things because of the fact that the stuff we're going to get into is going to be a little heavy. So let's start off with something light. And makes me laugh. I hope. Damn, Lyle. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope seeing this and seeing Brie Larson get her shit kicked in by Chris Hemsworth makes you laugh as much as it made me laugh, because, yeah, the shit we're about to get into is way too heavy, and I just wanted to bring it in light. I wanted to bring it in for something that isn't talking about a crazy lady.
Is there any competition between the different sects, the different groups?
There's no competition for me because I'm the strongest, so it's just kind of like a different...
Well, you should let her think that, but... Yeah.
It's not. As I've said before, it's not. It's just a fact. It's not a personal opinion. It's not a reflection on what you can't do. But it is also kind of a reflection on all that you can't do.
It's just that you're just not that strong. That's really smart.
Okay, so I think she's trying to say that she's stronger than Chris Hemsworth, actually. Not her character, but in her own whacked out brain, Brie Larson thinks she's stronger than Chris Hemsworth.
And, should we...
Is that like a personal attack or something? Or is that a...
Dun, dun, dun.
So, this guy puts in some other memes, and I'm going to skip through them because there's a lot more to go on with this.
Who's your favorite superhero? Is it me or is it like?
That's just asking to be hurt.
It's Wonder
That's
Woman.
just asking
It's
for
Wonder
pain.
Woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they haven't seen your
Cool.
film yet, so maybe yours. But both my boys.
They got good taste.
That's
in
Wonder
Wonder
Woman.
Is that like a personal attack or something? Or is that okay?
So you can see some more actual specifics on this. This was during a press junket for, obviously, Avengers Endgame. And Chris Hemsworth goes on talking trash, saying his kids like Wonder Woman better, and gives her a bunch of shit. She also gets extremely triggered
What was it?
when he
What was it?
Fantastic.
points out that she thinks she's when he points out she thinks she's Tom Cruise now.
I do all my
This is the thing.
stunts.
I did my stunts because I thought.
So we're gonna go back into the video. I had to find the one where it shows her getting super pissed.
I do all my
with him.
stunts.
I did my stunts because I thought that that's what everyone did, and
Because
then
Tom Cruise over here.
no, I want to be the first me, not the next Tom Cruise. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Do you ever ask them like, who's your favorite superhero? Is it me or is it like?
That's just
Yeah,
asking to be
and
hurt.
it's Wonder
That's
Woman.
just asking
It's
for
Wonder
pain.
Woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they haven't seen your
Cool.
film yet, so maybe yours. But both my boys.
They got good taste.
Have
in
Wonder
Wonder
Woman
Woman.
costumes.
So
I was
good.
like, what about Thor? They're like, so they wear the Wonder Woman costume, one of them in particular, with the hammer.
You can see her ego getting out of hand. Dagestani warlord. I can see it in the future too. She seems to be the kind of person who will probably get punched in the mouth at some point because of her constantly not checking her ego. She recently got a young man who offered up some criticism about her directing a movie this early in her career. Her and Netflix basically ended up bringing a dog pile and a bunch of people on this guy who just said, hey, maybe take some time instead of just riding the Captain Marvel wave, and take some time to hone your craft and hone your acting chops before you try to become a director. Even Jonah Hill studied under Martin Scorsese before he had his first directorial debut, and people got pissed, and Netflix retweeted it, dropped her list of accomplishments, and then the guy had to lock down his account because they went after him just for criticizing her for that stupid unicorn movie, whatever it was called, Unicorn Riot or whatever the fuck it's called. But the movie's horrible. And I think Fireman Dan, or Fireman, come on, dude. We're starting off light because there's a lot more going on in the world. Maybe if you showed up on time, if you want to know what's going on, there's this feature that I know a lot of creators don't use it. Actually, they do. It's called replay. You can go back and look at what the whole point of talking about this is, because we're about to get in some crazy heavy shit with the whole Columbine stuff and everything else that's been going on today. So we want to go with something light and start the day off with a smile on your face instead of me shitting all over your day. Because, crazy woman goes crazy. But
So like, this is for you, Dad.
Here you go, Dad.
Chris Hemsworth and Wonder
Between the different
sex, the different groups?
There's no competition for me because I'm the strongest, so it's just kind of like a different...
Oh, yeah, you should let her think that, but... Yeah.
It's not. As I've said before, it's not. It's just a fact. It's not a personal opinion. It's not a reflection on what you can't do, but it is also kind of a reflection on all that you can't do.
It's just that you're just not that strong. She's really smart, and, you know... But should we have a fight?
And she can eat bacon.
I feel like we're fighting right now. I think it's been an all-day thing.
So he offers to have a fight with her. And she thinks they're fighting all the time. Why are gays and women always leading discussions and interviews? Now, I don't know. I truly don't understand. I think it's to impose it on your face. You see it enough, it becomes something you're accustomed to. Oh, but since he did call it The View, that means he must watch The View. Oh, good call, C-Dow. Matt, some people it's heavy. Okay. I'm going to pull a rant at my audience because you guys, it's heavy for some people. What's heavy for you doesn't make it heavy for others. It's still a shitty situation, and it's bringing up a thing that happened in our past that could be deemed shitty. Why does everything have to be imposed? Why does everyone have to impose themselves upon everything? I'm trying to be considerate for my audience. If you don't like that, I'm sorry. I'm not going to change who I am. I'm a fucking nice person. I care about people, and I want to make sure you guys don't go into your day and I start off my show with some shittiness. Let's have some fun here. Yeah, it's not about the suicide part, Matt. Jesus Christ, dude. You've been around for how long, dude, and you can't figure out the simple matter of the fact is that I'm a nice person, that I actually want to make sure that I don't just shit on your world. Yes, I'm not imposing my emotions. It's not my emotions. I was trying to be considerate for others. So unlike you, I pull my head out of my ass and actually try and think of what others are feeling or could be feeling in the situation because you don't know how Columbine figures into how it would affect them. So we're going to be talking about Columbine, the 20-year anniversary, and all that shit. See, Fireman Dan, or Fireman, you don't know mine and Sicko's relationship considering the fact that he actually knows I get pussy because he happens to live with me. I live at his house. So instead of making assumptions, ask questions. Yeah, it's Spurgs who aren't Spurgs. People who, if you want me to do a show that you want to do, write the fucking show. Pay me and I'll do it. Otherwise, don't bitch when I'm trying to make and run my show a certain way. If you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. I'm here because I want to be here, because I like having fun and doing a show for you guys. And if I am trying to be considerate of people who it might affect, and I'm not talking about my emotions, because I could give two fucks. She went and blew her head off in the desert. Who cares? It's okay, dude. It's not crocodile tears, Matt. You're being a dick today. Pull your head out of your ass and have some compassion for others and think of what others might think. It's not about me. It's about the simple fact that sometimes I want to make sure that we open my show, fucking my show, the way I want to open it for you guys. The way I don't want to just jump into the shit. Anyone, everyone else. No, I have two faggots in my chat who won't shut the fuck up. Come in. Hey, Fireman, how about you give me some more advice on how I'm too much like ROTC? How about you fucking jump into my thing and not know a damn thing about what's going on in the situation or how I have this program named this way with approval after sitting in Royce's living room and having a conversation with him. How about you jump on and tell me some more about how I should do my shit? How about you do that? Because of you. Why am I spurging out today? How about you guys stop fucking trying to tell me how to run my show? Yeah, but you're chatting and you're talking trash. I don't give a fuck if it doesn't affect you. But You don't have to impose your feelings on the rest of the audience. I'm trying to be considerate because I don't know how it's going to affect people, and I wanted to do something light. Is that fucking okay with you? Is it okay with you that I run my show the way I fucking want? Anyone? Anyone? No. You started off. Let's go back because it's right there. It's just this. It's just some woman who went and killed herself. How is that heavy? It's heavy because it's talking about Columbine. And I didn't want to just jump into it. Hey guys, we're going to talk about the 20-year anniversary of Columbine. How a crazy woman decided to fly out there. Didn't end up doing anything, but do you want to stick around, Fireman? Because you're really pissing me off. I don't care if you watch my show. All you are is some spurg who comments about how shitty I am because I happen to use the same aesthetics. Because I'm really good friends with the ROTC guys. I've actually had multiple conversations with them. You want to go through the comments where you spurg the fuck out and try and impose your will on my show? How about that? How about we spend our day fucking focusing on you, Fireman? How about that? Want to do that? Mr. I'm so autistic, I have to come in and tell you, oh, you're piggybacking on the ROTC guys. I did stay at their house. You're fine now, Matt. I've moved on. I've moved on. You've always been fine. But we have these new spurgs. We have these new spurgs.
AGluck is a good dude. You two need to stop giving him shit.
Matt has
this
always
is his show.
Matt has always.
If you don't get the show, you don't get the show. So stop giving him about his show.
Well, thank you, Zen. But Matt has been around long enough to give me shit, and I have a feeling I should be able to give him shit back. I think that's fair trade. But Fireman, if you have this build up of an ego and everything, and I rolled with your punches, but then you come in and you just have to be a dick all the time. Every show, man, since you started watching. Can you not just sit back, pay attention, and listen before you jump to conclusions? Oh, I need you on my side. Everyone, start listening. Fireman, I have to have Fireman on my side. I do roll with the punches. Have you not you don't watch my show is the problem. You don't watch my... I see you, sicko, you fucking prick. You don't watch my show enough to impose your will on it, man. You notice how 90% of the people in here are just talking trash to you because you haven't been around enough? They're pointing out the fact that you're being a little bit of a spurg. I think I have myself muted in there. Are you? Oh, are you actually? I'm actually. Apparently, it's not catching sound. Yeah, because I can't hear you. But yeah, so if you want to come in, Fireman's connected. He can be connected. No, you're good, man. It's just, you started off the relationship and the interaction with you telling me how I'm a certain way. You started off telling me that I'm basically piggybacking on the ROTC guys and that I need to stop it. So why would I give two fucks about your opinion? You don't know the situation. Hey, Mr. ROTC defender, have you sat in Royce's living room, had dinner with him and his wife and Mike? Have you done that? Oh, you haven't, so shut the fuck up. How about that? Fireman didn't win shit. Fireman doesn't know shit. Fireman doesn't know the conversation we had, yet he tries to come in and tell me how to be. People are defending, no, I don't block trolls here, and I will let Fireman stay, but I'm going to call him out on his shit, and I'm pretty chill on calling out the trolls. I usually let him go. And it's the mindset of, oh, because I use AfterNoonWave. Hey, I had about an hour conversation with Royce about how some people had suggested it. Would he be okay with it? Is that okay? You know what he said? Yeah, that's fine. You're part of the family. You are more than welcome here. I'm not going to talk to you on my show. You do not get the pleasure of being on this show right now. You can talk to me after if I have time for you. I explained that to you, but you still spurred out. You need to do your own stuff, man. You need to stop, being the poor man's ROTC. No, what I am is a person who respects the people who help me. And hey, let's ask the audience. Well, you said, obviously I'm alive right now, so where in the fuck am I? Be more specific, man. You can hit me in the head with your cock, sicko, all day. It's big enough. Not your cock, my forehead. I know you didn't, but you're asking. Of course I have Discord. Did someone just... I literally just mentioned Discord, and someone else in the chat mentioned Discord. This just goes show you don't listen. You did lose a ping pong head. Does Royce wear his turban when he's lounging around the house? It's my favorite. See, he does wear his turban. I don't know why he wears a turban, because I'm pretty sure he's Cuban. But the reason I'm running it is because I want to say, hey, dude. Hey. I know a good clean needle. Fuck you, dude. Holy shit, dude. Oh, I'm not letting him win. I'm just giving it to him, and then I'm letting the audience have their way with him. He wanted my attention today. He got it. He wanted my attention 4 or 5 days ago. He got it. It took that long for me to call him out. He's not winning. Because you know what would be winning? Winning would be, and I'm sure he's trying to give me a chance to come watch my show and realizes I'm nothing like them. Because I do a little more just news driven and some fun, stuff like that. But if you're going to constantly come in, make assumptions, I'm just feeding them to the audience. Because the audience, if you don't know, and I'm going to give you a heads up, guess where most of these guys come from? Guess where most of these guys come from? ROTC. Because you know why? Because I've been on their show a few times, had some interviews. People liked me. They came over. So, Don Cheadle was the unsung hero of Boogie Nights. Yes. Unlocking parents. I don't know what that means, but anyways, so let's move on. Now that I've yelled at an audience member today, which I haven't done in quite a while. Fireman, if you want to have a conversation, cool. We can do that at some point. You don't have to be sorry, man. It's just don't make assumptions about people, because what does it do? It makes an ass out of you and me. I don't know if your parents ever told you that saying, but it does. And so, schools were closed in Colorado.
Hi, everyone. Good to see you again. I'm Anne-Marie Green.
The part about her, if you haven't heard her, she killed herself. The woman that they were looking for ended up killing herself. You might want to be careful saying that in this audience. I know you don't like them. You never gave them a chance. But be careful, because this audience is 90% ROTC fans. So I started off with this in the title before it broke that she offed herself. And I do want to go through it and the situation. I'm going to skip around because of, well, I don't know. YouTube is so fucking sensitive about things when it comes to reporting the news and other things. So.
And I'm Nikki Batiste. A manhunt is underway in Denver, Colorado for a woman who made a credible threat forcing hundreds of schools to close.
Okay, so if anyone can link me to the credible threat, because I tried finding it everywhere and could not find it. I could not find the credible threat. I don't know what was said that made them willing to shut down a whole area of schools with over 500,000 kids. I understand that they're trying to be safe and secure, but the whole area of like Boulder and northern Colorado shut down a ton of schools because of this threat. Now, the threat's over. Obviously, my show starts a little later, and probably about 10 minutes before I started, they had broke that she had been found dead.
The FBI says Sol Pais is considered to be armed and extremely dangerous. Police believe she's fascinated with the Columbine shooting, which has its 20th anniversary this weekend.
Now, the one thing I can say that puts a smile on my face is, out of all of this, at least, she's not a white male. She looks like she's 36, but she's 18. This broad is 18 and still in high school. Well, was in high school.
Now, more than 500,000 students have no school today. CBS News correspondent Barry Peterson is at the FBI office in Denver.
After spending Tuesday afternoon on lockout, students at Columbine and other high schools safely filed out of classrooms. It was a scene frighteningly reminiscent of almost 20 years ago when 12 students and one teacher were killed. The FBI says this woman, Sol Pais.
Anyone have a guess at her nationality? I see Matt thinks she's Jewish. Is she Hispanic? She looks Hispanic, and they end up talking to her dad or someone at one point, and I'm pretty sure she's Hispanic, but I'm not sure. That's the Discord link.
Flew from South Florida to Colorado on Monday.
We identified that she departed the airport and went to a store where she did procure a weapon. She obtained a pump-action shotgun and ammunition.
Officials say Pais posed a credible threat to Denver area schools and may be focused on Columbine.
I'd be curious if it was a tweet. Yeah, Sol is Spanish for sun, and I think where is he at? Her name translates to sun country. She's Latin, like old school Latin, or like Latin American.
She has had an infatuation with Columbine and the perpetrators of Columbine. She did not make any specific threats to a specific school, but her comments, her actions that we have heard about from others tend to cause us great concern that she may pose a threat to a school.
Okay, so apparently she made comments to others. Yeah, that's I started wanting to cover this before they found anything out about her. And Sol means fighting rooster. Jesus, sicko. And right when I was about to go live, article pops up, and she was found dead in the hills, self-inflicted gun wound. It is weird that a female did this. It's a very rare situation. But what's good is it wasn't a white male. I wonder if they will I read they were chasing her in the woods and she was running naked. I don't know.
CBS station WFOR in Miami spoke with a man claiming to be Pais' father.
Just from his enunciation and the way he talked, doesn't he sounds like he speaks Spanish as his primary language. It's the 5K internet. The sound waves are driving. Jesus Christ. What the fuck are you? Knowing the area, she's likely native, Navajo, UTE, but the name and the sound of her father there, he does not sound. It was a different news site before it was updated that she was found dead. Oh, really? Yeah, they. Then again, I read on another article that she was wearing combat boots, camo pants, and a black T-shirt. So God only knows. But if they would have caught this girl without any threats, true threats, and if she bought the gun legally, what would they charge her with? Besides putting her on a mental stability hold, they wouldn't have anything, right? If she bought the gun legally, even if she made statements of hatred or statements of liking those situations, what would it be they would charge her with?
More than 20 other schools were put on lockout, meaning doors were locked while classes continued inside. Students said the order came with little warning.
So many things.
No one cares about the 12-year-olds talking. There's more by this.
So Barry Peterson is joining us now. Barry, one thing that I noticed is it seems like the officers are being sort of vague about the threat. They're not sort of giving us a word by word what was left or if it was posted someplace or why they decided to zone in on this suspect.
Maybe they're trying to do the right thing and not have it believe me, I have some top tier people in there. I have the number one fag of all named Jovi Val. If you end up in that chat room, I feel sorry for you. Yes. And that, believe me, yeah.
But what do we know about her?
She's 18 years old. She's a high school senior. They say she flew.
18 years old, high school senior. She looks like she's in her 30s.
To Denver, bought a pump-action shotgun and some ammunition. But the FBI will not say any more than that. They won't say.
She's from Miami.
How they found this out.
Hold on. Crazy theory. Maybe she's Cuban.
The only comment they made during a news conference last night was, we got the tip from our office in Miami and they passed it on to here. So aside from the picture and the age, and that somehow they consider her a credible threat, and that she is infatuated, their word, with Columbine, that's pretty much all we know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if... I truly don't know what they would charge her with. Stone Mexican guy had sex with Jovi Val. Just a heads up, guys. It's 3 days away until Fash Bash. Fash Bash is about to start, guys, in the Poconos. We're about to see the biggest meeting of internet spurgs of all time, with Jovi Val as their leader.
Barry, this weekend marks 20 years since the Columbine school shooting.
I want to avoid that word.
Teacher, which begs the question, were officials expecting these threats now?
They were very much aware that this is the week when these things escalate. Now, let's be clear. There are threats like this all the time. There are lockouts and lockdowns at very...
Yes, and sometimes they don't take them seriously. Fash Bash is on 420, guys. Yes, it is. So, I mean, if you need to make... I hear Jovi is going to bend the knee in front of Legal Latino Heat. That would be iconic and amazing because
various schools,
Legal Latino Heat has owned him
and
over
the Jefferson
and over
County
again.
School District, that's where Columbine is, has a whole dispatch center monitoring their schools 24/7 just because of this. So they can remotely lock doors, they can scan the schools, they can watch out, and they knew going in that this was going to be the week when these things get more and more with people who show up or somehow want to be involved in this horrific Columbine story.
So, 20 years, guys. It's been 20 years since Columbine. Sicko, come on. Everyone, come on, move on. Make another joke. Call me gay or something. You're falling on your trolling ways. You are falling on your trolling ways, my friend. I guess anything goes in the Poconos. There was a church blessing ARs last year or 2 years ago. Megamind. There we go. That's a good. Dude, someone wants to throw together a meme. Any of our artistic people. What am I searching? Come on. Put my hair on Megamind. That'd actually be a really good joke. See? Setting them up. Can you confirm that AG is controlling an alien animatronic as his forehead opens up to expose a tiny alien controlling me? Yes. T-porn? What?
Story.
Because they have the ability to lock...
Nigga, who uses their actual computer for porn these days? It's a lot safer to do it on your iPhone, man. Come on. Get real.
Down many of these schools, as you mentioned, when they need to. Why do you suppose they chose not to open the schools at all?
I think that they're very concerned. You know, stop and think about it. You only need this person should she become a violent person. You only need her to go to one school and pull a trigger, and you have a tragedy. And since she's been talking about schools, obviously the best thing to do is not to give her any target. I think.
Not a bad statement of fact. Virus proof, so I get to watch all this that real sketchy. Jesus Christ, you guys are horrible. I do want to cover our very good friend Porcelain, but we're gonna jump over to this.
Things are changing very quickly, and we've been in contact with KDVR. This is the Fox affiliate here in Denver who we work very closely with, and the reporter on the scene there with the FBI says an agent came up to them and told them there is no one in custody, that the suspect is dead. Again, that is according to the local Fox affiliate. KDVR, Fox News Channel, is attempting right now to independently confirm that piece of very important information. But as you did mention, the FBI field office here in Denver has tweeted within the last few minutes an update saying in all caps that there is no longer a threat to the community. Earlier, what they had said that there was a credible threat in the form of 18-year-old Sol Pais from Miami, Florida, who, again, they say the Miami field office had warned them on Monday evening that there was somebody who was traveling here to Colorado that they might need to know about. Apparently, when she landed, according to the FBI here in Denver, once she landed, she managed to make it to a store and acquire some sort of shotgun and ammunition, and then disappeared into the foothills here.
Someone over on DLive made a very good statement. She could be Portuguese. Potentially Portuguese.
the base of the mountains here in Denver. Whenever you see mountains in Denver, the foothills there are like the base of the base. Well, if you go an hour and a half west into the Mount Evans area, that
I
base,
need to cut in.
that is where the
Alicia,
FBI says.
can you hear me? I need
Go
to
ahead.
get in with
Yes.
what we've just confirmed. So this woman that they have been looking for, this 18-year-old Sol Pais, has died.
She was not shot by authorities. I don't know. I'll tell you this, Dagestani, a lot of Portuguese people have very similar names to Spanish people. Diaz, Mendez, Nunez. It just is on the spelling. It's just, she looks like Sniper Wolf's mom, except for she's younger than Sniper Wolf, apparently.
Deceased. We don't have a lot of detail on this, but we can confirm, according to authorities there in Denver, per law enforcement source, the Columbine suspect woman is dead. Unclear if that wound was self-inflicted. We are still on this story. This had dozens of schools, Alicia, as we know from our own reporting, shutting their doors today. The credibility of her threats was something that not only the FBI was getting the word out about, but parents and schools, other people.
See what flies from Miami to Colorado, buys weapon, and some NC guy kills her. Suicide. More of the story you'll never hear. I don't know. I truly don't know. But then again, in OC, you never know in this day and age what it is. But she hasn't been carded since she was 13. True. What if she just wanted a shotgun from the same store as the people she went to meet with friends in Colorado? That part is confirmed. They released text. Do you have a link that you can drop for me, Matt, so I can pull those up?
People were told to take this seriously, to be on the lookout for this woman. They were putting out detailed information about what to do if you saw her. This has been something that has been widespread, and now we can confirm that Sol Pais is dead. I want to give it back to you, Alicia, as I know you're doing further reporting on the ground there in Denver.
Yes, and Harris, you mentioned dozens of schools. In fact, it was hundreds of schools. More than 60% of the student population in the state of Colorado did not go to school today because all of those...
She had information that would lead to Hillary Clinton's arrest. She will never get to spend an entire evening trying to lick the surface area of AG's forehead. Fucking A, guys. Okay, if you're good with Photoshop, take my hair, put it on Mastermind's head, tweak the eyes a bit. There you go.
Those schools were closed because this was considered such a credible threat. And I can tell you, I was there.
I don't know what the time frame on a background check is for a weapon. Maybe she intentionally bought a shotgun because it could seem more like a hunting weapon. I don't know. Someone wanted these kids to have a day off so bad they died. Oof. Link in Discord. Let's see. Oh, God. Hopefully you didn't put it in the Jovi Val channel where he's just going off like a freaking spurg. Like I'm talking about, I have pages and pages of this guy just freaking talking. It's not in clean toilet, Dan. Where's the link? Oh, gotcha. Up there. Copy. Let's see what Matt found. Oh, this is apparently her account from January 19th. This was posted on, when was this posted? 3/29. Florida resident here. I'm planning a trip to Colorado in the next month. Let me adjust my view so you guys can actually see more of it. or so and want to buy a shotgun while I'm there, and I was wondering what restrictions apply for me. I found a few private sellers I might want to purchase from. Is it legal for me as a Florida resident to purchase a shotgun in Colorado? I'm 18 years old. 2, if that's important. Thanks for reading. I appreciate your response. If you do not have a valid Colorado driver's license, you can buy a long gun, rifle, or shotgun and take it with you. For handgun purchases, you could buy it, but you would have to have a dealer transfer it to a dealer. It is legal from a legal FFL, but not from a private party. So as a follow-up, does anyone know if it's legal to purchase a shotgun from an FFL if I reside in Florida instead of Colorado? It has to be legal for both states. Florida changed some of their gun laws. I'm not sure for you if you now need to be 21 to buy a long gun in Florida. If so, then it's not legal for you to buy one. If you want to be certain, ask the FFL who is transferring the shotgun to you. If you're buying from an individual, you can't never take advice from the internet. Let's see where she said. First of all, thank you for taking the time to answer my question to this extent. I really do appreciate it. I'm flying in, but plan on coming back in a car for a road trip. And I'm aware of the law requiring that the gun be stored in a locked container, etc. I have it all planned out, have friends coming with me who own guns and know what they're doing. I'm currently in the process of contacting both CO and FL gun stores. Just want a second opinion. Gun laws can be tricky, and I want the most info I can get, even if I have to take it with a grain of salt. To answer your question, I just want to take the opportunity of this trip to buy a shotgun and go shooting/hunting somewhere nicer than Florida and with friends who know more than I do. CO Forest beat Florida Forest any day. Plus, I bought the gun in Florida. I'd have to go through the troubles of dealing with airport, but driving back should be a simpler process. Interesting. See, and that could be the one thing it could be. Let's see what else I got. Let's see this. I'm located in Miami, unfortunately. Majority of people I come across aren't big fans of guns in general. I'd like to meet like-minded people live near me. The only IRL conversations I have about guns with people have been in gun shops with strangers. I'll look for shotgun clubs. Thank you so much. Yeah, so apparently this could potentially be said girl. If you buy private, make sure you keep your bill of sale for records, of course. Geek mopping. Yeah, so cool, Daniel. There might be background checks. I don't know if legally you can buy out of state like that. It's all based on your state's laws, you know. Yes, they did just find her body with a self-inflicted gun wound. If she was carrying a pump-action shotgun, the question becomes, what kind of gun was it that killed her? And was she also wearing shoes? Was she also wearing her shoes? And shot herself with a pump-action shotgun? I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see how this plays out as nothing. And it will not progress any further. They will not look into it. They probably won't release anything. But I'd ask the question of what kind of gun it was. That was the self-inflicted gun wound. And was toes on trigger. Well, toes can fall off after the blast. But the question is, if it was self-inflicted with the shotgun, she's not going to have much of said face left. You feel? This is going to get wiped. Archive it. Yeah. What is it? What is it? .io? IS? Oh, someone already archived it. Whatever. I'm just going to save it again because you might as well. Ow. Even if someone else has saved it, you want a link. Might as well link it. It's interesting if it comes out that homegirl wasn't killed by a shotgun. Then it begs the question of, if she drove there and bought a shotgun, why was the self-inflicted gun wound not from a shotgun? And for anyone who wants it, I'll drop the link in chat for y'all. Let's go back. Good call on that. Yes, we will be talking about that as well. Where is it? There it is. Let me adjust this back.
On April 20th, 1999, at Columbine High School, when the mass.
Oh shit! I forgot it was on April 20th. I didn't realize it was on. Dude, maybe that's why Jovi Val's having his fast bass that day.
Massacre took place. Every year since, as we get closer to April 20th, there are threats.
Of course there's threats. There's always going to be crazy people and everything out there. Jesus Christ. We're talking about the Sol Paez, she had her own website. Jesus Christ, Matt, you are fucking. Oh, hold on. Whoa. Huh? This is not a place for you to project your insecurities and judgments. Realize that you are not like me and you will never be like me. Realize that my mind exists in and belongs to another dimension of thought, and I'm granting you access to this brand new world. You either understand or you don't. Tread lightly. Matt, in the chat, is this okay for YouTube? The only reason I'm asking is because I know how these situations get. I've seen channels get brought down when they were covering Parkland stuff and elsewhere. I just want to double check and make sure. Well, I can always check on my backup because I always have a what's it called running in the background so I can actually look through things. Can someone pull? Let's see how old this is. Okay, maybe that's the script they used. Okay. Yeah, it looks okay. I don't think it should be too bad or it should be popped. If I get popped, I'm just reporting the news anyways, so I don't see how they could justify it anyways. Guess we'll see. Welcome to a place where alternate realities overlap. A place where all preconceived notions of life are to be thrown away. Dimension of pure thought. Purpose of this site is for me to give you insight into thoughts I rarely, if ever, share with others, while remaining somewhat anonymous. Everything from journal entries to my personal interests. I want to leave a record of myself before I, well, that's weird. Let's see. This was apparently started around August of last year. I know it says 1999, the Nobodies. I'm going to assume that's the layout and everything. Maybe the problem was that I felt I owed something to the world, and then no matter what I did, just didn't seem like enough. I would do nothing, and consequently, I would feel horrible about myself, and then I started realizing that maybe it wasn't me that owed this world something. It was the world that owed something to me. for all the shit I've been through, for everything I felt that I never imagined it would be possible to feel. Maybe the world owed me fucking compensation for making me feel like the loneliest person ever to live. Why is it always it's always the same story with people who go to these extremes? I feel below everybody else in life. I feel like nothing, like dust living in this world. I feel like a fucking idiot, like everybody and everything is laughing at me, pitying me, just a lone speck of worthless dust floating aimlessly, constantly in pain, below everybody else, not belonging, no purpose, wasting my breath every day. Everybody is laughing at me. I'm already fucking fading away. For those of you just joining or jumping in, the woman who went to Colorado and ended up apparently killing herself, had an infatuation with Columbine. It's a diary, not a manifesto. Yeah, exactly. She's just sharing her thoughts. She's not making a statement of action or anything like that. I just have this terrible fucking feeling that I can't get rid of, and I've never felt it before, and it just will not go away. I feel finished. I feel gone already. I'm going to be gone soon. My spirit cannot handle this life. Can't do it anymore. I can't do this. I'm fucking miserable. How do I explain something so unexplainable? I'm too jaded, too ready to die. I can't live in this discomfort on this earth anymore. I just can't. So, okay, let's say you find out that it is by a shotgun, that she did kill herself. Maybe she wanted to bring attention to herself via the situation talking about Columbine, etc., and bought the shotgun there so it would seem more prevalent in order to kill herself there and bring more recognition on herself. Who knows? I wish I could distance myself from everybody in this fucking world as far as possible from this position that is the human race. Can't stand anybody that surrounds me. I don't want to hear any more human voices. Only about 10 of them or less that I can stand to be around. But only one voice I truly want to hear every day, and yet I can't. Life is merciless, and I will always question why this universe decided to create humans. We are a tragic, pathetic story in the making, and I feel like the only one who sees it. I feel above everybody else. I feel like now she's above. She was below. I feel like the only one who isn't blind to everything. It's a lonely, lonely fucking world to think that I do and to know the things I know. This is the talking points of someone who is miserable. Someone who, I don't know, you would think that she was found in the mountains. She was found in the foothills away from the whole situation. That's what they say. I'll dive into the area they found her was I forgot the name, but it was wilderness. I wish I could just hide myself away from any and all who know me. I wish I could hide myself out of sheer embarrassment of the person that I am. Just an incomplete, pointless, disappointing being who doesn't belong in the slightest. One who is granted nothing but scrapes and the worst and last option of every situation. Dealt the worst hands. It seems I've thought my way out of the safe limits of human thought and into territory that brings emptiness and misery. And here I thought that thinking this far would create an enlightened being who was not afraid of everything. All it's done is create somebody who can no longer function in life suited only for those who stay within the safe limits of thought. Created somebody who craves and desires escape, yet fears everything from the trivialities of the most important aspects of the universe. Constantly shying away, can't do anything right, don't want to do anything right. Jesus Christ. Oh, this reads like a fucking 17-year-old's diary. It really does. the emo pain. Like, I all due respect. Even she made statements of claim. Oh, it is. Yes, it is. Nice. Thanks, Rebel. I'm going through it because I want to, so that way we can progressively see the change in the human that I went to the extreme of potentially going that far. I mean, we have fucking all the time in the world. There's only 3 more posts. She has a huge gap in between now and then. I can't even begin to explain to you how difficult it is to live with myself, to possess this mind, just constant paradoxes and cognitive dissonance, and layer upon layer upon, Jesus Christ, a layer of issues that seemingly cannot be solved without giving up some sort of integrity. Not fair, not fair, not fair to have to live like this. It's not fucking fair to have to be alive like this. It's too late to go back to ever living a simple life, nor would I even want to. There is no way to think backwards. It's already done. Fate decided to give me this life full of these non-human feelings and thoughts and should expect nothing less than self-destruction. What more could you fucking possibly expect? You give me this life and you want me to keep going, to keep living in the society that I've already figured out and that I hate with all my heart. You expect me to stay? You've really got another thing coming. That there's nothing in here that, I mean, besides having some mental issues, obviously, there's nothing in here that, I mean, even if they would have found this or came across this, there's nothing in here besides the reference, 1999, the nobodies, that someone had to point out, because I didn't even get the reference. That seems like their concern came from what she said to people, not what she wrote down. Someone tipped them off to her based on what they said to him, but the writings are disturbing. Disillusionment clouds my senses day after day. The nights are even worse. I can't help this feeling that takes over me, that I live in a world of puppets, so quick to please their maker and so quick to dedicate their lives to fitting in. Somehow for them, it is far, far easier to play the game than it is for me. It seems like everybody has mastered the game while I struggle just to stay on the board. But no, fuck no. I refuse to do this anymore. Soon I will no longer play this game. I will no longer sit on the board, this pathetic fucking game where I am just a pawn or less. I never should have been here in the first place. This reality isn't mine. Nothing here feels like it belongs to me, not even my home. All I have are these strange memories I've attached to places in a reality not made for me. All I have are my never-ending thoughts. Nothing in this world has ever held on to me, even with me having clung to them with all my might. All I have is myself, barely, just barely. I feel like I should be playing some sort of like fucking scene kid or emo kid music in the background. As bad as it is for me to poke at it, I truly think she just wanted to be recognized. She wanted to be seen, and that's why she chose to do this, to mention it to maybe someone she knew would bring it up to the police or authorities, and I don't know. January, last entry on this record of awakenings. Lately, it feels like time has been moving faster than usual, or better said, it feels like evolutions in emotions and sentiments of mine have been occurring faster than usual. My views and thoughts becoming more extreme and solidified as time goes by. To be honest, I don't know exactly where I am, and there is more than one way that statement applies to me. I feel like a pot of scalding water on the verge of boiling over, so dangerously close to spilling over, and what that may cause is yet to be seen, and most likely a hazard to myself and others. Okay. This is where it gets to the point where these writings could be said to point to self-harm and harm of others. Up until then, it's just nonsensical ramblings about how sad and depressed and how she's got cuckoo brain. Where was I? I'm afraid of my currently unknown capacity for pain and misery and anger. Each time it gets exponentially worse and worse. My soul is in deep suffering and disbelonging. I have done quite a good job at keeping all of this explosive energy inside of me, but every time, worse and worse and worse. Like a new channel of emotion inside me opens and more anger and frustration and sadness fills it. There are no adequate words to describe the feeling. The wound is so fucking deep, and every day and every night, something twists a knife into the wound deeper and deeper, playing with the blood and torturing me for what? For what? To learn a lesson? Karma? Why does it have to be this way, I ask? But I know that the answer to that question is, it just has to be this way. Holy fuck me, dude. Let's see about me. Yep, this is her page. In the tiresome reality that I do not belong in, I take the form of soul. I am the face of loneliness and misery, of isolation and anger, of exhaustion and anxiety, of anguish and grace. One thing I have to ask, who still uses NeoCities? Who in the fuck still uses GeoCities, NeoCities, whatever? Holy shit. No, this is the old school. Oh, what did I click? I clicked something. Let's see. This is her music choices. Man. Korn, of course, guys. Man, I actually like freaking Deftones. Come on. Can you just put some like emo bands on there? Let's see what links she's got. Pages just for you. Happy story. Why? Why would you create, like, she lives in 1999. This is a 1999 website. Someone, besides me, so I don't have to do it on screen, should definitely archive the journal page, because it will be pulled down. She has a secret page links in black on her NeoCity page. Well, shouldn't you be able to pull that? Well, this is the, oh, there's more. Oh, these are freaking screens or PDF scans of her phone. This is a Deftones song. I actually know the lyrics to that song. Okay, so May 27th, that was obviously last year. Hit with a discomfort that I can't shake off, that I can't turn off, not disillusionment. There's something wrong. It's in the air and I can't shake it off. Something's wrong with the time. This time supposed to be another. Don't know why I'm here and not there. What the fuck is in the sky? It's too fucking loud. It's too quiet. Disquiet. That's the word. She writes like a dude. Jesus. That's from a Smashing Pumpkins album. Jesus. 6/1/18, so that's last year. Yeah. I'm not sick, but I'm not well. Another quote from a song. Defile the earth with my ignoble suffering. Man, you're wasting paper. You're fucking ruining trees. Jesus Christ. She was born 10 years too late. Yeah, no shit. You're wasting paper here. Yeah, what? No My Chemical Romance? No shit. Oh, man. But I do have it begs the question. Was she just massively suicidal? Therefore, she tried and had, an infatuation with Columbine. Therefore, she wanted to go out in the same area. I know I'm stuck in the wrong reality, so I guess nothing I do really matters. With a little handgun drawn. Interesting. Damn, dude. Sorry, I keep pivoting my head. Some of the shit is rotated. But dude, does this? I honestly gotta ask you guys: does this look like a woman's handwriting? This does not look like a woman's handwriting. Jesus Christ. Oh. Deftone stamp. I definitely would say if you can, I'm gonna do it because it'll be it'll be gone shortly. Someone archived it. Cool. I always fucking even save over other people's shit, even if it's been archived. For the simple fact that I don't know. Thanks for hanging out on the D Live side, Drum Boy and everyone else. I'm surprised. Well, I don't think they found it. Is the thing, Wyatt? I don't think it's been found yet. Or if it has been found, maybe they're still scouring it. How'd you, Matt, if you're still in the chat, how'd you come across this? It doesn't matter if it's Democrats, Republicans. She didn't put an affiliation. It doesn't matter. I mean, they'll probably try and pivot it towards something, but God only knows. They'll say since she liked guns, she's a conservative. I guarantee it. Those are lyrics. Dude, this is fucking massive, by the way, guys. If you have the time to detach yourself, Jesus. If you have the time to go through this and actually read it, let me know. Because feels like a time portal is going to open up in my bedroom. What I'd ask is, Jesus. I'd ask is the question about what was being done to help her. Was anything being done with, I mean, she had a parent. Her dad lived there. She did like to draw guns. I don't know. Jesus Christ, there's a bunch of broken links too. Keep an eye out for secret pages. So she literally had to, Jesus Christ. Put the link up and you'll comment. Yeah. I'd be curious to know if you find anything else Yeah, right. Hold on. What did Retribution say? Hold on. Let me go to. Apparently, why is it always on Top Chat? I found it on her listography account. Also, Lonely Angel 444 444. Secret links. Let's see what we got here. Revolver maps. What is this? Life statistics of what? Wow. I'd be curious to know. Let's see. Let's see how fast it's. So this has been dropped somewhere. This has been brought out somewhere. The page is seeing a massive amount of stats. Yeah, I don't know what that's the. I don't know what this is live statistics of. That's what I was trying to see. If it was highlight recent cities, pointer info. Oh, this, hold on. I wonder if this is live statistics of her. This is her page views. This is the views that her page is getting. Yeah, this is the breakdown of her actual website views. Look at the number of visits. 24 hours. That's curious. Just for someone to have that kind of, yeah, look at the boom of views on her webpage, and the numbers keep going massively up. Like it's at her page view is at 87,000 right now. Let's see what it's at now. It's at 87,500 now. It's, I don't know, man. Either she just wanted, I honestly think she wanted to let herself leave the world, and that was the easiest way to go about it. And I mean, it's like what's her name, who went to YouTube and, you know, did that thing at YouTube. Oh, found a link. Yeah, I mean, dick around on there and see if you can come across anything. She has a quote from Albert Camus as well, which is curious too. She's a nihilist. Super black pilled. That link is a wide link. But yeah, so let's move on from the light bit and the bit of crazy that we stumbled into. Thank you everyone who dropped links. And my hot take, I don't know, man. This girl, like I said, I think she wasn't there to do anything with Columbine. Hold on. I'm reviewing the code right now. She has messages in all the pics as alt data too. Weird. I truly think she was not doing anything. She said those things because she wanted to get recognition. So she went out to Colorado, bought herself a shotgun, wanted to kill herself anyways. And that's why she mentioned the Columbine stuff. Or she was going out there to truly just hang out with friends and go hunting. And because she had said things about Columbine and other things before, she ended up being hunted for something that she wasn't going to do, even though she did, you know, pay homage and like them. and I mean, didn't want to get taken down into a psych ward because that's what would have happened. There's nothing else that could have happened because even if she's talking about her, people can talk about their affection and their like and infatuation with certain people who may be crazy, but unless they actually do action or make statements of fact, they can't hold her. So she would be held on a psych hold. I guarantee it. This is the girl who flew into Colorado and bought a shotgun. They shot down all the schools, etc. She ended up killing herself. This was her GeoCities page. I've dropped the link. I'll drop the link one more time for anyone who wants to dive into it and read. I mean, she has her actual written journal in there. And God only knows, but maybe the motivation. Yeah, I truly think that maybe based on the boards where she was posting on a board asking about buying a weapon out of state if she was a person who resided in Florida and buying a weapon in Colorado. Talking about meeting friends could be a lie, could be a bluff. Went out there, ended up buying a shotgun, some rounds, and then headed into the foothills. Now, if she was planning on making or taking any action, I don't think the foothills. None of the links are truly broken. Viewing sources takes to all the right pages. Cool. I'll have to dive into it more. Yeah, and she buys a shotgun, heads out into the woods or into the foothills. Well, mini mountains. And then there's a manhunt for her. And then it's a schizophrenic break, whatever the case may be, knowing that she hadn't done anything wrong, knowing that she was going to be locked up in a psych ward. Then parents reporting her missing might make her think she's being hunted. No, because the FBI was hunting her. That's the thing. This is all the FBI had a manhunt for her. Like, it's not like it was. She flew out like within the last 3 days. I mean, whatever. You can read her diary entries and shit. She was not well. But so let's say she's not well. She's actually going out there to actually go hunting, and hears or sees her face all over the place. People thinking that she's there to pull a Columbine situation. Therefore, she stays hidden in the hills and blasts her face off. You know what I mean? That seems to be more likely than the other thing, because credible. No, hunting, not a hunter. No, she was going hunting according to a post on a board about buying shotguns. She wanted to go hunting. That was what her words were. Yeah, who knows if it was a hunting story. She could have just been saying that to gain some information or whatever. Or, like I said in the first place, maybe she was really infatuated with the Columbine situation 20 years ago. And, I mean, she had some sort of ties to 1999, The Nobodies. That, as someone pointed out, is a reference to a Marilyn Manson song, which is and was used by the Columbine shooters. And maybe she was infatuated and went out there to kill herself, because if you read some of her journal entries, she was gone. She did not want to be in this world. She thought she was out of time, out of place, and yeah, she could have just been the kind of person who wanted to go and made those statements, went out to Colorado, bought the gun with the mindset of she wanted to kill herself, instead of what the media took it as is buy the gun and go pull a situation. She could have been just attempting to get FaceTime in the news, have shit like this blow up her website, which has now gained over 3,000 views in the time that I've been talking to you guys about it. She is all over the place. She definitely was. And there's definitely something. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. That's what I'm thinking too, Lissa. She went there for attention on her suicide and was not hunting. She just wanted to talk in the boards to figure out if she could buy a weapon there. It is messed up. But again, here's the question. And this is what I would pose. If they do not release the type of weapon that she used to kill herself with, there's issue with that. I have issue with that. If they do not tell us what kind of weapon she used to kill herself, then something weird is going on. And that's me throwing on the tinfoil hat. But that's where it goes if it's that situation. So I did not expect to spend that much time on this. 100%. I did not expect to deep dive into victims, aren't we all? Ooh. I did not expect to deep dive into the psyche of a schizophrenic woman, a schizophrenic high schooler, 18-year-old high schooler. Yes. Let's move on. Let's move on, guys. I want to dive into our good friend Porcelain. There's a gentleman called Turk February out there. And Turk February, CK, have fun, buddy. Good luck at work. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be that dark. Yeah, it was. And if she's wearing shoes, I'm going to go the whole Nirvana conspiracy theory. It's all just quotes. Not all of it. Her diary entries are not just all quotes. She has quotes in there, but she actually has long form entries that are her talking. So a lot of these people don't get humor. True. Turk February has made some accusations against our good friend Porcelain. I'm going to step away and have a quick smoke. I want you guys to listen to this uninterrupted and hear what he has to say. And then at the end of the video, I have some stills and screenshots. We'll go through them and dive into them once I get right back. Okay? I will be in the chat. Be right back.
Can you hear me?
Yes!
Yeah, now we can. Yes, okay, great. This is probably very much off topic. Andy's craziness is one thing, but I wanted to discuss somebody else that I think you're into, that you watch his videos. Can we discuss Porcelain?
Who's Porcelain? Yeah, someone said this in my chat yesterday. Who the fuck is Porcelain?
Porcelain is he comes from the same little corner of the internet that I come from. He also happens to consistently steal material from smaller YouTubers and from Redditors.
Okay.
And I have contacted him on several occasions. I've been very cordial with him. You can watch his chat. You can watch his videos. He's done one about Joe Rogan, excellent documentary. He's done one on MDE, excellent documentary maker, but also a thief and a faggot. And he
steals stuff from Reddit. I'm confused what you mean. So he just takes things from Reddit. Who cares?
Steal things from Reddit.
I care.
He steals things from.
Why do you care if you steal
right,
stuff
Kurt?
from Reddit? Who gives a fuck?
He steals things from him.
I do.
Reddit is a public forum, though.
Wait,
So
what's
how
he
do
stole? Wait, what's he stolen from you on Reddit?
He has stolen word for word jokes I've made about people he's covered.
So
word for word, and he claims it is his own shit.
Right.
Okay, then.
That doesn't seem weird. That doesn't seem fucking
Joke
fucked
thieves
up.
are shitty. I mean, is he stealing them from your videos?
He has stolen word for word from my documentary about Pat Tomlinson. Yes, word for word, exact same jokes I made in November. He just published 2 days ago.
From a video or a Reddit post?
From a video.
Like, I read articles all the time. I'm guessing I'm stealing.
No, I mean, taking someone's joke and claiming it as your own is completely different from reading an article.
Yeah, and I understand where you're coming from, like, but I mean, it comes down to this whole, like, he's claimed it. Have you got, like, a date of you writing it earlier? So, and who knows that yours isn't just a reworded version of somebody else's fucking joke? I mean, we're talking about jokes here.
I just want a wider audience to know that Porcelain is a massive faggot and a thief.
Okay.
That's all.
Fair
That's
enough.
really all I got.
Looking all over for you. I gotta get out of here pronto. I got a stage 5 clinger.
I will slow down these and we'll go through them after you watch the whole thing.
That proves my point. You're a crazy person.
That was a clip of Turk February apparently trying to gain, well, apparently Bitwave so he can dox Porcelain. Yes.
I gotta get out of here pronto. I got a stage 5 clinger.
We're talking about socks and whether they're sexy. I'm not going to fuck with you. It's the dumbest show ever with zero audience. Come have fun. I'm not trying to get your attention for lulz or a fight or some shit. I'm extending an open hand to you to hang out because I do feel I was far more aggressive than I should have been. Now, this was before he went on Cog's show. Come in. We're having fun with socks. Again, I apologize that you feel bad about how things played out, but we can still have fun on the internet. Now, I put the timestamps in order. Wait, that might be your Discord. Won't argue. Won't even bring up accusations. Just would be cool to chat. I've chilled out. 0% Spurg. Porcelain, my brother, my sweet lover, come into my Discord and hang out while we watch Newgrounds videos. Let's restart our relationship. From Porcelain's mouth himself, he has stated that he's commented nicely, said good work on his videos, and shown appreciation. Now, we all know how long it takes Porcelain to put a documentary together. This gentleman put out a video in November. Let's go over to it. Now, this video that he put out in November, 5 months ago, 384 views. Now, I don't know if it's because he didn't get the attention he wanted. He didn't get the views he wanted on it or what. But I've listened to the whole thing side by side with Porcelain's Pat Tomlinson video. And nowhere did I hear the same jokes. Now, I don't know if this guy, because Porcelain made a somewhat similar joke. But either way, man, you're not a comedian. You're not a comedian. Therefore, you cannot claim he's stealing your jokes. Also, I hate to tell you, man, Mr. Turk, February, something Creative Commons something. Now, for any of you who don't know what Creative Commons means anyone can use this at all. Anyone, anywhere can use your content if it's under Creative Commons. So the claims of you stole my shit cannot be upheld for any reason at all, for the simple fact that you have your shit under Creative Commons. Right? You understand this. You got to understand this. Creative Commons means anyone can take anything from this video. So even if Porcelain, let's say, stole a joke, it just goes to show this guy doesn't understand what Creative Commons is. Don't put your shit under Creative Commons, you freaking idiot. And now let's take a listen to how well done his documentaries are, because, you know, his stuff is better than Porcelain, guys. So much better. Again, Creative Commons, so I can use it. I could literally mirror it because you have it under Creative Commons. Now, am I going to? Nah, because I don't want to steal your shit. But I'm pointing out how much of an idiot you are for thinking that you can go after people because you're an angry man-child. Let's skip ahead, because I don't know if that music's fair use.
Patrick S. Tomlinson has it made. He doesn't just have one dream job, he's got several. By day, he's a science fiction writer. By night, a stand-up comedian. As a writer, he is probably best known for his Children of a Dead Earth trilogy, a conspiracy sci-fi thriller set on a generation ship. It has a retired athlete who works as a private investigator.
Yes, his soundboard and mic setup is shit. It's backfeeding. The quality level is nowhere near what Porcelain puts together. And apparently I hang around the IBS community, and therefore I'm going to try to bring Porcelain in to yell at him and act like a fool. Your channel has 186,000 views. Now, let's go back. Let me refresh on this, and let's just put in a video so it'll actually load hopefully it'll load. For some reason it's not loading my statistics on this channel. But your channel has 186,000 views with 12 videos. There's channels out there, man, that are smaller than you that have hundreds of thousands of views. My channel, my clipping channel being one. This channel that I'm on currently being one. You did not get views on this because the quality of video, yes, you're providing some interesting information. Yes, you're on the Reddit boards and you're in the O&A community and you're cool, bro. You want to hear the joke that he tries to say is similar?
And he explores his newly discovered bisexuality with like a gay robot. I don't know. I'm kind of guessing. I didn't read the fucking book. I'm not going to read a dumb sci-fi book just for a YouTube video. And as for it wasn't a Norm Macdonald fan that took offense to it. It was an R. Opie and Anthony shit poster who took offense to it. Now, if you've never been on R. Opie and Anthony, I want you to imagine a kind of digital paradise where a fandom has formed a community where everyone contributes to preserving the reputation and memory of the thing that they're a fan of. Got it? Well, our Opie and Anthony is nothing like that. Our Opie and Anthony is more like a retarded anthill someone dropped and spilled a bag of meth into while running away from the cops.
Okay, you heard that joke. Our Opie and Anthony is a retarded anthill that someone running away from the cops dropped a bag of meth into. This is the only joke I can see that has any kind of similarities.
Hello, fans. I'm Patrick S. Tomlinson.
Dreamweaver. Visionary.
Now, doesn't the quality just sound 10 times better?
Plus lolcow. This is the story of yet another of the internet's many revolved chunks of bloated irrelevance to have foolishly took up arms against the massive spectrum-dwelling trolls online. Throughout, this brief tale contains many lessons to those unfamiliar with the seedy underbelly of online terror cells, such as r/Opie and Anthony. Lessons such as learn when to tap out or don't feed the troll. To the gay faggots amongst us, myself included, these lessons can be at times difficult to adopt. Ego, pride and embarrassment can take us all to some uncomfortable places indeed. But to most of us, these lessons, as unfortunate at times the consequences may be, eventually help guide us away from future bouts of unhinged spurgery. Think of it as a checks and balances sort of scenario, only with beefer posts and excessive use of the N-word. But for Patrick S. Tomlinson, a little dose of self-awareness would seem too outlandish a request. Patrick, as he is colloquially known, has done goofed. An author of the much-ignored children...
So I'm trying to find the spot because I did not timestamp these. There is a spot where Porcelain makes a joke about the Opie and Anthony subreddit, but it's not the same joke.
Of the Dead trilogy, in which a series of hyper-progressive came the exact same forced absurdisms you'd find in any of the hordes of poorly penned Douglas Adams imitations. In fact, such was Patrick's lack of comedic wit that he would repeatedly fail to make any lasting impression any time he'd waddle towards an open mic bombing. In his personal life, our resident but when not adding to America's worsening obesity crisis, he'd spend his spare time and whatever pittance coming in on collecting, arranging and no doubt, that said, claims of Patrick preying on the young.
Yeah, sorry about skipping around, guys. Like I said, I'm just trying to find this little bit so you guys can hear.
At this time unsubstantiated and should, for now, be laid to rest. I have yet to see convincing evidence that Patrick S. Tomlinson is an active pedophile. But, as guided by waves of shitposting Trump supporters, in a foolish attempt, hardly convinced himself that he had finally formulated the one argument to end.
Yeah, and so there's a point where he brings up the Opie and Anthony board
on their own unique cocktail of opioids and methamphetamines. Now picture these unfamiliar with comedians rubbed many on the internet the wrong way. Cue r/Opie and Anthony. To those unfamiliar with this particular corner of the world, imagine a forum of psychotic Panera Bread employees and unemployed alcoholics, each on their own unique cocktail of opioids and methamphetamines. Now picture these exact people with severe autism and a shared vision of who they viscerally hate and why. Number these people.
Because he comments on the board and makes a joke in reference to the board as a place with opioid addiction and other stuff. Linking nutters to meth is pretty common. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. Porcelain's been outed by this amazing documented, whatever you would call him, Spurg. Let's go with Spurg. This amazing Spurg Turk February as stealing stealing his jokes. Totally, exactly the same jokes. Because he commented on the board. Oh my God. Oh my God. The jealousy is real. I think our good friend Turk February is mad at Porcelain's voice just being better and actually having a mic that doesn't sound like it's running through a fucking wind tunnel. Oh my God, guys. It's Turk February, guys. Holy shit. Such a word for word joke theft. Oh my God, guys. He takes things from the Opie and Anthony board like I do. That's my bit. I've been around a lot longer. Wait for it. He's just mad because he ain't got 18,000 subscribers. Hold on. 11 months ago. 11 months ago. How do you see when a person joined YouTube? October 28th, 2016. Hold on. Is this account not subscribed to Porcelain? There we go. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Let's look at Turk February. Holy shit. He's been around so long, guys. October 11th, 2018. Oh, description. Cringe internet stuff. Bad animations. Our Opie and Anthony drama. You're stealing from Reddit. You fucking Canadian. Huh? Come on, Turk. Come on, man. Stop stealing from Reddit. You stole shit from Reddit. I am a sock puppet for Porcelain. I am the real Porcelain, guys. This is the face of Porcelain. I just don't want to do the voice right now because, yeah. No, I'm not his pink sock. I'm his stiff sock. I'm his sock after it's been used up. Watch out, guys. I'm the real Porcelain now. But yeah, so don't steal from Reddit, guys. He steals stuff from Reddit. Can we talk about Porcelain? I don't like Porcelain because he steals from Reddit.
Can you hear me? Topic. Andy's craziness is one thing, but I wanted to discuss somebody else that I think you're into, that you watch his videos. Can we discuss Porcelain?
Who's Porcelain? Yeah, someone said this in my chat, yeah.
Jesus Christ, you don't know your fellow countryman, AG Porcelain? Jesus, Cog.
Yesterday, who the fuck is Porcelain?
Porcelain is he comes from the same little corner of the internet that I come from.
But he steals from Reddit. He steals from Reddit.
I've been very cordial with him.
Cordial, guys. That's how you pronounce cordial. I'm cordial with him, guys. Fucking Canadian.
You can watch his chat. You can watch his videos. He's done one about Joe Rogan. Excellent documentary.
I really like Porcelain, but I don't like that he steals from Reddit. Oh my God, Reddit. Reddit's gay, dude. Yeah, he definitely comes from a much better... He looks... No, that's not the same. That's not Turk February, by the way, guys. That's Little Crip from Twitter, by the way.
He's done one on... He
steals stuff from Reddit. I'm confused what you mean.
And a faggot. And he steals
stuff from Reddit. I'm confused what you mean. So he just takes things from Reddit. Who cares?
You know who else takes things from Reddit and tells good stories and videos? Not you, Turk. I'm talking about Wang. So yes, Turk February, the Spurg, the retard on the internet who tries to do the exact same thing as Porcelain, who started out 2 years later than Porcelain, is up Porcelain's ass.
Steal things from Reddit.
I care.
Why do you care if you steal stuff from Reddit? Who gives a fuck?
Exactly, guys. Who gives a fuck? It's a public forum.
Who steals things from him?
I do.
Reddit is a public forum, though.
Wait, what's he stolen from you on Reddit?
He stole exact jokes. He stole my jokes, even though I'm just copying his style. I'm copying his exact style because I saw, 5 months ago he blew up. And I figured I could make him as a leaf. Mark Goldbridge, I can make his stuff. Okay? Jesus Christ. This guy pulls, I don't know. Only time he pulls any massive amount of views is when he's talking about some people in the IBS community. His Worski Ralph video, 26,000. 49,000 on Schmorky K story, 83 on Schmorky K. That's about it. You want to see someone who's doing something good on using Reddit? Well, we can make it easy and go to Porcelain. 1.5 million views. Don't be sad, bro. It's okay. Or we can look at a good friend of mine who takes Reddit videos and Reddit stories and puts together great videos. See, the level that these two gentlemen have that you don't have, it's called this thing quality, Turk. It's called quality. Their mics don't sound like ass. Even my mic doesn't sound that bad. I could get away with using my mic and putting out documentary style stuff if I wanted to, and it would still be 10 times better than yours. Stop bitching about Porcelain. You're just a jealous coat writer who he didn't give attention to, who spurged out in his Twitter DMs after Twitter DM after Twitter DM. That's correct. It's all been dropped.
Looking all over for you. I gotta get out of here pronto. I got a stage 5 clinger.
That's right, Turk February. You just really want to ride Porcelain's coat? No, you want to ride Porcelain's dick. That's the whole thing here. As you try to lie to him and pull him into a IBS style thing, what you see right here is the stream you wanted him on. It did not scroll far enough because the meme pops in and it points out how crazy this person is. But this was on, hey, we'll do this on this site. We'll do this here. We'll do it privately. But I'm really going to pull you into a hangout so I can yell at you like an IBS mastermind. So, anyways, guys, I did not get through everything I wanted to go through. But it was a very interesting show, and it was interesting deep diving on the mind of a crazy person. I would ask you guys, if you're new here, throw a subscription on the channel. Like the stream, dislike the stream, whatever. It all helps. It's all appreciated. If you could do that, that would be awesome. I do want to leave you on one last note. Where is it? I'm going to bring this up. We're going to talk about it real quick. I hate Hannity, but he does have the part. We'll talk about this, and then we will close out.
All right, breaking new developments tonight in both the Jussie Smollett hate crime hoax and college admission scandals. Fox News correspondent Trace Gallagher, he's live in our West Coast newsroom tonight with the very latest. I guess Lori Loughlin is now claiming, Trace, we were manipulated. We thought we were breaking rules, not laws.
We don't care about that stuff. Well, he'll move past it quickly.
Yeah, she said she was scammed in this. And before we get to that, Sean, we have breaking news coming out of Chicago. 2 weeks before dropping the charges against Jussie Smollett, the Chicago Tribune reports that State's Attorney Kim Foxx sent text messages to her top deputy, Joseph Maggots, calling Smollett a washed-up celeb, but also said that compared to R&B star R. Kelly, Smollett had been overcharged. Quoting here, pedophile with 4 victims, 10 counts, washed-up celeb who lied to cops, 16, meaning
2 different cases, 2 different courts. Just because one doesn't get charged as much as another doesn't mean you get to adjust. Okay?
counts. In the messages, Fox acknowledges having recused herself, but is clearly still involved, quoting, just because we can charge something doesn't mean we should. Maggots responds, quote, agreed. We can get a hard look at how we charge the cases and get it to something that covers what needs to be covered without being excessive and ultimately pointless. And on the day the charges were dropped, Fox texted that she had just spoken with Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson, quote, laugh out loud. He's at the police recruit event, needed to know how to answer questions from press, told him essentially deferred prosecution, paying $10K restitution to the city, and completed community service. He was told we were just dropping the charges. He seemed satisfied with the explanation, except Eddie Johnson was furious with the decision, as was then Mayor Rahm Emanuel. Smollett is now being sued by the city. Meantime,
why? And we'll end with this thought question. Why is it funny that a police officer, the supervisor of all police, needs to know how to answer the question because you made a decision to do something stupid? How do you find that funny? How do you find that funny? How do you find that funny? Dumb bitch. Anyways, guys, wanted to leave you on that thought. A state attorney finds it funny when a cop needs to ask questions about how to respond because they're trying to be collaborative with the defense attorneys. Not defense attorneys, my apologies. The state attorneys. That's funny, guys. Again, guys, if you want to support the channel, links down below. I got an affiliate link for Target. So if you're needing to buy anything that you can get at Target, which is pretty much everything, use the link. Also, if you need a new case that will also charge your phone, as well as charging bricks for any of those of you who watch these shows on the go, check out tinyurl.com/AGluck Mophie is the #1 brand in charging peripherals for cell phones. Take a look. Also, throw a like. Oh, I've been doing it for a while. And I have an affiliate link, man. It's ways that you guys can get things while supporting me. And I do have a Target affiliate. Yes, I do. As funny as that is. Take a look. If you could like the stream, do that. Everyone over on the DLive side, thank you so much for supporting the stream with your Lino donations. I do appreciate that greatly. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Some things might change for tomorrow's show. It might be at a different time because some things may be happening at the house in the morning. I will let you know in the Discord. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow for episode 20. That's right, episode 20. Oh yeah, go over to our OTC. Go over to our OTC, guys. They're about to start.